Hello dear gardening friends. Today I am excited to talk about rustic garden design ideas. With over 10 years of experience in gardening, I have found that a rustic garden will bring a warm and cozy charm to any outdoor space. Let's explore how to create a beautiful rustic garden that feels both natural and inviting. What is rustic garden? A rustic garden is all about embracing the natural beauty of the outdoors. It focuses on natural materials, using wood, stones, and metal to create a down to earth feel. Vintage elements, incorporating old weathered items for a charming lived in look. Wild planting, choosing plants that grow naturally and freely without too much formality. Cozy spaces, creating areas that feel like an extension of your home, perfect for relaxing and enjoying nature. Planning your rustic garden. Before diving into the detail, it is important to plan your rustic garden. Assess your space. Look at the size and shape of your garden. Think about where the sun hits and plan accordingly. Choose a theme. Decide on a specific rustic theme, such as a woodland retreat, a country cottage, or a farmyard feel. Gather materials. Collect natural and vintage items that fit your theme. Think woods, crates, old metal buckets, or stones. Rustic garden design elements. Here are some key elements to include in your rustic garden. Natural pathways. Create winding paths using natural materials like gravel, mulch, or stepping stones. These pathways guide visitors through your garden and add a charming, meager feel. A well-placed path, inviting exploration and make your garden feel larger. Wooden structures. Incorporate wooden structures like arbors, pergolas, and benches, using reclaimed wood for a truly rustic look. These structures provide shade and support climbing plants like roses or ivy. They also create cozy spot to sit and enjoy your garden. Vintage containers. Use old wooden crates, metal buckets, and tin cans as planters. These vintage containers add character and can be easily moved around. Plant a mix of flowers, herbs, or even vegetables in these containers to create a varied and interesting display. Stone accents. Add stone element like a rustic stone wall, a bird bath, or a simple rock garden. Stones add texture and a natural feel to your garden. A stone wall can also provide a lovely backdrop for your planters and flowers. Rustic furniture. Include rustic furniture like wooden benches, Adirondack chairs, and simple picnic table. Look for pieces that have a weathered, lived-in look. Place them in shaded areas or under a pergola to create inviting spots for relaxation. Wildflower and native plants. Choose wildflower and native plants that thrive in your area. These plants are often low maintenance and attract pollinators like bees and butterflies. They give your garden a natural, untamed look. Personal touches and stories. In my garden, I love adding personal touches that make the space truly mine. One of my favorite rustic element is an old wooden wheelbarrow that I turned into a planter. It belonged to my grandfather and now it's filled with bright marigolds and petunias. Every time I see it, I am reminded of him and his love for gardening. Tips for creating a rustic garden. Here are some tips to help you create your rustic garden. Use what you have. Look around your home and yard for items you can repurpose. Old ladders, wooden pallets, and even broken tools can be turned into charming decor. Embrace imperfection. The beauty of a rustic garden is in its imperfection. Don't worry about everything looking perfect. Let nature take its courses. Mix and matches. Combine different materials and styles to create a unique look. Mix wood, metal, and stone for a varied and interesting garden. Create cozy spot. Think about where you like to relax and create cozy spot with sitting and soft lighting. String lights or lanterns can add a magical touch in the evening. Add personal touches. Incorporate items that have sentimental value. They add personality and making it uniquely yours garden. Final thoughts. Creating a rustic garden is about embracing the natural beauty around you and adding personal touches that make your garden a reflection of you. With a bit of creativity and love, you can transform your outdoor spaces into a warm, inviting haven. Remember, gardening is not about just planting, it is about joy and peace it brings. Happy gardening!